guys. Happy Monday. All right. I am so excited because we're doing our first podcast with our business education, and this is going to be awesome. So let's get going. I got Vicki. Come on, Vicki. There's Vicki.
Hey
Hi,
guys.
Vicki.
Happy Monday.
I know, isn't this great?
Yes, it is.
It's hotter than something I can't say on air, but it is hot. And so I am really stoked about this interview. Vicki actually introduced me to Rhonda, and Rhonda is, she does a lot of marketing. She does marketing. She does a lot of social media marketing. And I got to talk to her last week a little bit, and me and Vicki kind of talked her into coming on, and I'm excited. Are you excited?
You know I am. When I first met Rhonda, I immediately clicked because she had told me and was talking about things that I'd never heard in the social media realm. And I talked to a whole bunch of people because we're all trying to get better at social media. And when she started saying things that I actually could understand, it was awesome.
Yeah, this is going to be fun because I know that as a small business owner, I do a lot of my own marketing, and it's really, really hard. And so I cannot wait to see what Rhonda has to offer, because I know she offers a lot of services. And I'll be honest with you, I'm going to try to get some tips out of her, a couple of free little tips out of her too. But yeah, she's going to tell us all kinds of secrets. I can't wait. So what do you say we just bring her on, Vicki, huh?
Let's do it, because I have a whole list of questions right here for her.
Yay! All right. Hi, Rhonda.
Hi.
It's so good to see you.
I'm excited to be here.
This is going to be so much fun. This is going to be just a blast.
Yes.
So, Rhonda, now Vicki knows you more than I do. I talked to you a couple of times, but the short conversations that we've had with social media marketing and just marketing in general, SEO and stuff like that, I'm just like, yeah, we got to get her on. We got to get her on.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you letting me be here.
I got to change some stuff here because we can't see your name. And I don't know why. So we're, there we go.
There's
go. Rhonda. So yeah, we're not professionals, and we don't mean to be. So we're not trying to be.
Right.
We just want the information, right?
That's right.
So Rhonda, I know because I talked to you for a little bit, but would you let us know like how you got started doing this? Because I started doing my own because COVID hit and I had to learn something. So I figured why not, start teaching myself a little bit of this stuff. But I want to know how you got started and what's your background? What makes you a professional in this?
Well, my passion for helping small businesses started when I worked for my father, who owned his own remodeling company. Back in the 80s, when I was in high school, I helped him manage his office, deliver materials, whatever he needed me to do. And at that time, there were some computers donated to my high school. First time they offered computer classes. I was one of the first ones to run and sign up. It was data processing and just general information about how to use a computer, because they were very new back then. We're talking about back in the 80s. And then after high school, I was just fascinated with computers, wanted to learn more. So I went to Texas School of Business and learned programming and computer support. Then when the internet came about, I bought a book and taught myself how to write HTML and started creating websites. I've been helping small businesses ever since. And I've learned a lot. I try to keep up with the technology, and especially with helping small businesses. I know they're on a budget, and I know a lot of marketing companies have package A, B, or C, and a lot of times even package A is too expensive, and you really don't see in the back end what they're doing, or you don't feel like you're getting results. So I'm here to help and make sure that everybody gets more exposure at a price they can afford.
I have been there and done that. We just had our 3-year anniversary. And I will tell you, when I first opened my store, I was like, I have to get a marketing company. I got a marketing company. And they had exactly what you just said. Package A, package B, package C. And of course, me being a new business, I picked the least expensive one because I was like, nobody even knows we're here yet. Let's start off and see what happens.
Yes.
And yeah, it was crazy. I would just try to call and say, hey, I thought you were going to post this, and I couldn't even get a hold of somebody. So yeah, so I'm so glad that you have offered to do this interview with us and give us some information.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be able to work with someone that you can get a hold of on the phone, that you get a response when you send an email, that you get reports that show you what's going on and what they're actually working on. Because I know a lot of companies, they just send you a bill, but you never really get any information
Mhm.
back. But they want to tell you that you're getting results, but there's really no proof.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't see any difference. I mean, if they were doing what they were telling me they were doing, I didn't see anything different.
No, they
You
tell you
know,
one thing, but I've what I do is, I try to find out who you are, what you do with your business, what your target market is, and that's what we focus on. And we start with step A, step B, and slowly and gradually, add different services to get you where you want to be.
wow. That's now I actually have your website. I'm going to put it up here for everybody to see. There's Rhonda's website address. And so I brought this up because I went to your website and it talks about digital marketing. Can you tell us what is digital marketing? What exactly is it?
It's just a method for businesses that use computers or any type of online platform, whether it be your social media or putting your listing on Google My Business or in business directories like Yellow Pages and things like that. That anything utilizing computers and online marketing is what they call considered digital marketing. It's everything that's on the web.
Okay. All right. So, Vicky, what you got? You got a question for Rhonda? Yeah.
I have a question. So, is all digital marketing have to be paid for, or Rhonda, you've seen me on Facebook. I've been doing all these lives for years now, and it seems like everybody keeps saying you have to pay to get better, you have to get paid to get more seen, and I've done that, and it doesn't
No,
nothing. So,
a,
what
a
am I
lot
what am
of
I doing wrong?
a lot of digital marketing companies try to push the PPC, the pay per click, because they get a percentage of that. And what I do is I help companies do things to where they can get better organic or free search results with Google. And it's all just a matter of maybe changing your keywords, adding additional content, finding out if there's any errors on your website that Google may be penalizing you for, making sure you have alt image tags on every image that actually describes that picture. And there's probably
I know what that is.
58 things you can do just on your website yourself. And that's what I actually, with some clients, I just kind of show them how to do it themselves and just kind of point them in the right direction.
How long does it take to get that to finally work when once you come in and you help us do that?
Well, just as a sample scenario, my sister told me about someone that owned a printer company for about 20 years, never had a website. When COVID hit, he lost a lot of his large accounts because everybody started working from home. So he was trying to bid on some city projects, and they told him he needed a website. So we started from scratch. He'd never had a website before. So I got the domain name. We developed the layout in a few days. He came up with a majority of the content, and then we kind of went over the content as far as what keywords I thought he should use. Because what I do is I have different programs that will go out there, and they will, based on your industry and the products and services you offer, it will find what the highest ranking keywords are at the time, and those change all the time. So you can look today at what high keywords that are being searched for on Google for your particular product or service. And next month it may be different. It just, that's why a lot of people say, well, if I do SEO for 1 month, is it going to help? Yes, it'll help for this month, but you still need to, check everything at least monthly and stay on top of it. And maybe always make sure that you're updating your pages, your social media pages, things like that, because it's just an ongoing process in order to stay on top.
Yeah, I've noticed that, especially with holistic businesses, this is what we get into is I think holistic practitioners focus so much on the people that need their help that they forget about that part. And to be quite honest, we're, I don't know, I think we're a strange breed. We don't want to know about that part. Because we're more into the person. And so we are lucky, very, very lucky to have honest marketing people like Rhonda to come to us and give us this information and offer her services. Because, yeah, we just don't know. Holistic businesses, now I say we, I'm talking for everybody, and I shouldn't do that. I know as a holistic practitioner, I was more focused on helping somebody heal or sleep or take care of their anxiety. Then I'm like, SE what? So, which brings me to my next question. Um, Explain SEO the best you can, because I know it's complicated. At least it seems complicated to me. Um, what to people who don't know what it is, and give us your best tip for SEO for our
Okay.
small businesses.
Well, SEO is search engine optimization, and it's pretty much the steps that you need to take in order to make sure that your website is being found on Google based on what people are currently searching for. So your keywords, your products, your location. Think of being a consumer that's looking for your particular business, products, and services. What would you be typing in Google? That type of information needs to be prominent on your website, including your location, your contact information, um, and it just needs to be updated occasionally, or more in the beginning, and then on a monthly basis. And as far as the SEO timeframe, like with the company I mentioned, we did the website. We got it online. I started working with different keywords and going and looking at the rankings. Within 2 months, and I set up his Google My Business page first. And within right at the second month, his Google My Business page came up number one, and his website came up about number four. And then by the third month, his website came up number two in the search results. And then now I just maintain it. I keep checking what the highest ranking keywords in are for what the services he offers and the location, and make a few changes, update them, and try to keep them at the top.
Okay. When you say update, can you be more specific on that? Because I'll give you an example. Like, say, Google My Business page. I mean, I can update it. I can make sure that my hours and they haven't changed, and my address hasn't changed, and my phone number hasn't changed. What are we actually updating if nothing changed?
So
Vicky.
Rhonda, this is something Rhonda helped me with. So she got me in there, and I have all these thousands of pictures of food and content on my computer. And Rhonda's like, you need to go in there at least once a week and put these pictures in here. It was fascinating. The phone started, as soon as I started doing that, I was like, what the heck? And then I started getting little things from Google saying, hey, so-and-so likes your picture more than 10 times. And I'm like, well, how does that even help? I asked Rhonda, I was like, I don't really understand. She goes, is the phone ringing? I was like, yes.
Yeah,
So
you need to.
now I do it, try to do it every day. I add a picture or two just to that, just random pictures place where people go and they start finding us.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Now,
go ahead.
Rhonda, tell me if this is true, because what you're saying, Vicki, is exactly what I was thinking. I read during COVID, and I'm researching all this stuff, on SEO and stuff, and I read that you should Google your competitor and then look to see how many pictures they have. And you need 10 times the amount of pictures that they have.
Oh, wow. Then I'm way
10,
behind.
yeah, that's what I read. So is that something that's true, or is it just kind of like, yeah, whatever?
Well, it's a mixture of all of it. It's also based on the reviews that you get, your
Mhm.
ranking. I mean, if you have a 3.5 review ranking on your reviews, and someone else has a 5, of course, that factors in. And then you can actually make posts on your on your Google My Business page with current offerings or what's going on that week with your business. I mean, just keep it updated. That's what I mean by update it. Add pictures. Make sure all your services are listed. And once you add a service to your Google My Business, you actually click the service name where you've added it, and you can put in description with keywords that help people find you.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm
Rhonda
learning.
taught me that.
Rhonda told you that? So you
Yeah.
just learned it, huh?
Yeah, 8 years, and I've paid big money to a lot of different people that basically, as Rhonda said in the very beginning, was sending me a bill. And I'd be like, okay, so what'd you do? I mean, nobody else is coming in here. The phone, I'm not seeing nobody's emailing me. And just in a short amount of time with hanging out with Rhonda, she's given me a few just tips that have really worked.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I talked to a lady today that actually was talked to a marketing company that told them they knew exactly how to increase her business. They locked her into a 6-month contract. She didn't, in her opinion, she doesn't think she saw any results whatsoever, and she canceled it. After that, and to me, it's like. I'm not going to do anything. If I can't help you and show you that I'm getting you results, then you shouldn't be paying me.
Yeah, that's I think that's the same story with just about, I don't know, with a lot of people. Let's just say that. A lot of people that didn't use Rhonda.
Yes.
That's the same story.
Yeah, they all want the money. They just don't some of their tactics I don't believe in. I believe in honesty.
So how do you show results with your clients? I mean, do you send them monthly results and how they've done better? Because I've never seen one of those. I mean, not that I haven't seen one from you, because I have, but I've never seen one ever before from anybody else. I mean, is that something that's normal, or how do you?
Well, most people don't want to send you that information because if I was working with you and trying to get you more exposure online for certain keywords, and a month goes by and you've only gone up from being in position 18 to position 16 or something, you're still not on the front page, you're still not in the 3-pack. They don't want you to see that information. They know, we're still working, we're almost there. So what I do is connect you with the SEO Campaign Manager, which is a software program, and then connect it with your Google Analytics. It tracks everything. It tells me, once a month, it tells me those keywords that we're working on to try to get you a higher ranking, shows me exactly where you're at, and I'll share that information with you.
So it tells you specifically, not some guy over in Japan or something?
No, I don't outsource anything. Everything I do myself.
Right on. That's probably why you're so successful, Rhonda.
Well,
Oh, and you do Google My Business too stuff, don't you?
yes, I'm working with a lady right now. She just started her company. We set up her Google My Business. We helped her, show her how to get it validated. She got the postcard. We went in there and put in all of her services, and that was about maybe a month ago, and it's already working for her.
Wow. Wow. Huh. So,
one thing that you had, it was a great question, Tammy. You said, what's the one thing that she could do right now that would really benefit somebody?
Update their Google My Business and make sure that those pictures are added, because that does give you a higher ranking with Google. Make sure that once a week, you just put a post from the owner. There's a section in there where you can, put whatever's going on in your business that particular week or a special you have. It's not always about updating your hours and all the other information. It's making sure that your services are listed with descriptions, which utilizes keywords that people are searching for, and those photos, and then always asking for reviews from your happy clients.
Yes. Got to ask for those reviews. People don't review unless they're upset most of the time. So you have to ask for reviews from those happy clients. I found that out too.
And when they do give you a review, whether it's good or bad or in between, each time you need to go online and you need to respond to it because it shows that you care that they took the time to write that review. And a lot of people just don't. You get a notice via email when somebody leaves you a
Mhm.
review with a link that you click, and then it brings it up, and then you respond to that review. So it that's one of the ranking factors is if you don't respond to reviews, it just looks like, you're lazy and you don't appreciate them leaving you the review. And when you do get a bad review, you do need to put in there your side of the story so that it shows your audience that, um, it may be a little far-fetched on their end. And usually it
And
is.
and when you tell your side of the story, you have to do it in a classy way, right?
Yes, you do.
Yes, I actually have something I need to talk to you about after this because yeah, I just need some words to find. It's hard
Not,
when somebody when if especially unfortunately there are people that will go out and leave a bad review on your business simply because they're friends with a competitor. And so, what do you do with something like that?
well, I mean, I was with a landscape company for years that actually got some pretty bad reviews. So what we did was, just customer service. You call them up, you ask them, if there's anything you can do to try to, remediate the situation, or, if not, you put on your Google review the response that you reached out to them, and this was, you were willing to do something to make it right.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because that tells the public that, hey, I mean, they just a lot of people just aren't happy. They want to get something for free. So unfortunately, people come up with things like, oh, well, I just don't like it, and I just don't think I should pay you. That's that's the way it goes in some instances where. So you just have to be professional and give your side of the story.
Yeah.
And I did want to mention I have found out that there is companies. I'm not sure where they're located. But they are actually you could pay them to write bad reviews for your competitors. It's probably illegal, but it's currently happening.
There are
And
also
so what you do is when you get a bad review, if you don't recognize the client or the customer, you need to click on their name, and it will tell you where they live, and it will tell you some information where you can say, this person is in New York. They gave me a bad review, and I'm sorry, but my location's in the Woodlands, Texas. So
hmm,
you can get with Google and you can have those removed.
So in essence, what you're saying is if you need help like that, you call Rhonda.
With
I'm
dirty
calling her
deeds
as soon
done
as we're
dirt cheap.
done.
Rhonda will take care of you.
I
So,
can pretty much
Rhonda,
tell
isn't
you.
it the same way? I know that you can hire a company to do bad reviews for your competitor, but isn't there also companies out there that will do good
Rem-
reviews? So
yes.
I have found, and this is what I'm suspecting with one of my competitors. Uh, they've been open maybe a couple of months longer than myself, and my customers are pretty good about leaving reviews. But do I have 4,800 and something reviews? No, and I doubt they do too. So
And
is that a thing too?
yes, it is. You can't have 10 people post a review on the same day, though. They won't accept that. Google has certain rules and regulations on how many reviews you can get per day. If it ends up being excessive, a lot of times they just won't accept them, and that person will have to resubmit that review. I've actually had somebody send out an email, and 8 people tried to give them a review on the same day. One or two of them came through, and the other ones they were like, "Well, I posted it, and it didn't come up." There's either a delay on some of them, or they just kick it back, and you have to start over and redo the review.
So I know all of our members are going to be interested in getting better reviews on their websites, on their Google My Business, et cetera, Facebook page, whatever it may be. Is there a way? Well, let me just do this. What do you think, Vicki, about members reviewing each other's businesses, which I think that we all should we should review. Of course, it shouldn't be a false review, a legitimate review. I think we've talked about this before about reviewing each other's businesses, because the more good reviews we have, the better it's going to be for our ranking. Is that right,
Yes,
Rhonda?
correct. Yes.
Okay. So, and like I won a free facial with one of our members, and I'm planning on calling today and seeing about scheduling that. So I want to absolutely make sure that I leave them a review, correct?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So, members of the chamber, if you've been to Vicky's place, if you've been to my place, if you've worked with Joe with restoration, or Tanika with advocacy, all of those. I don't have everybody memorized. I'm sorry. Vicky, I know you do, right?
Close.
If you've worked with any of those people, if you've gone and visited them, even if all you're doing is leaving a 5-star review saying their location is beautiful, even if you have not taken used one of their products or used one of their services, if you're visiting these locations, like I know that we're encouraging to do one-on-ones, we should leave reviews, right? Even if it's saying it's a beautiful place.
You can leave the review that you know the person now and that you've been to their location and that you're looking forward to getting massage or getting, using the products that I mean, if they come to you and you explain what products you offer, they should be able to leave you a review saying they're looking forward to trying them.
So we definitely want to encourage this among members to review each other's pages, review the Google My Business, Facebook, all of those. Right, Vicki?
Absolutely.
What's your next question, Vicki?
So I'm done with my questions. I just like the one final big tip I had was she gave it to me, and I'm really excited to go and do it right now.
I know your mind is. I know.
I'm already spinning on to the next thing.
I know. I can see Vicki now. She's like, okay, bye, Tammy, bye, Rhonda. I gotta go. I got stuff to do. So, Rhonda, let me just ask you, with everything that's going on in today's world, and you guys know what I'm talking about, the censorship on social media. There's a lot of censorship. I'm very aware of this because of the business that I own is a CBD business. And I don't know if a lot of people are aware, but you know how you can buy Google ads or Facebook ads. You can put up, I don't know, $50 and get all these different, this many, it goes likes to this, whatever. Did you know that CBD companies are not allowed to do that?
Wow,
they will not let you purchase ads on Facebook. You cannot do any pay for ads. And if you even post something for sale, they will literally censor it.
And you have a whole bunch of other stuff in here, like candles and oils and rubs, and
there's a slight there's kind of a loophole. If you just post a picture of the product, you can get away with it.
Yeah, but there's usually workarounds. You just have to be very, very creative.
Just another reason you need Rhonda.
I know. I think I do need Rhonda. But with all that, what do you think is the most important social media platform for us small businesses? Which one do you think is the most beneficial for us to be posting on?
Well, Google My Business is actually a social media platform as well. And that's the first one I recommend because if people aren't on your Facebook page, they're still going to be on Google searching for your product. It's not going to limit you for, if you put, like I said, those services and a description of each of those services, and someone goes on Google and starts to find you and you have your Google My Business page, you are going to be found if you're in that particular area. That's why people don't even think of putting in, like I'm in Conroe, you can put the word Walden. Somebody might be looking for your particular store. They only type in Walden and not Conroe. So you have to use neighborhood location keywords instead of just your city.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
I got a ton of work to do. Oh my goodness. Okay. So one last question, and then I want you to tell us all about the services that you offer and
Excuse me.
Rhonda. Um, if I'm on a tight budget, which I think most small businesses are, especially nowadays, what would be the one thing that I should call you and have you do? If I literally, I'm on a tight budget, I would love to get everything that you offer, but I can only pick one today. I might be able to do another one next month, but this month I can only pick one. What would that one service that you offer would be the one for me for my small business? Do you think would be the most important?
To do a business discovery session, and it's just going to be me talking to you, learning what you do, where you're at. It's going to tell you some recommendations of what I think that would be best, and then you can choose and pick whichever of those two or three things. I'll kind of tell you you should focus on this one first, this one second, and this one third, but I'll give you different options to, you know.
I love the guidance that you're offering right there in that statement, because I will tell you, when I did have a marketing company working on my marketing, I like Vicki said before, I didn't know what they were doing. I know I paid a bunch of money for a package and I got a bill every month, but that's all I knew.
The best
Um,
thing about Rhonda is that she explains to you exactly what it is that she's doing instead of these big, huge words that mean nothing to you about the megaverse and it's crazy. So you can really make an educated decision on, hey, listen, I'm going to pick this and go with it.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I think that's fantastic. So, Rhonda, before we close up, I want you to tell us all about your business. I went over your website a little bit, and I know some of the things that you offer, but I want you to tell everybody what it is that you offer, and how to get in touch with you, and um, and just everything we need to know about your business and what you do.
Well, I do the brief business discovery analysis. I'm, just a one-to-one. I don't charge for that, just to get to know you a little better, find out where you are, and possibly some things you can do. The reason I offer quite so many services, I've just started in IT, so I know a lot about the technology with, software and spreadsheets and file conversions and PowerPoint, Microsoft, and then on the digital marketing end, I started out in traditional marketing. I've worked for magazines, I've worked for the Yellow Pages, and then for the online marketing. I've learned a lot about, just little things you can do. They're going to make a difference to either get your phone ringing or help to get more people aware of your business location.
Okay. Yeah. That's the one thing that there's always so much that when you're looking at the packages, you're like, I don't even know what this is. I don't know if I need it. So I love the fact that you're actually explaining these things and that you're telling somebody step by step what they need to do first, and not that, here's what I offer, give me a check, and I'm going to pretend to work and send you a bill in a month.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see if it's a good fit. I want to make sure that, I can actually help you for what you're wanting to accomplish. And yeah, it's a win-win with me.
I think that's great. That's great. Now, Rhonda, tell us, I have it up on the screen, but tell us what your website is again.
BSU365.com. The company's Business Success Unlimited. And my phone number is 832-283-3287.
Okay, and I'm going to do that. Give me that phone number again.
832-283-3287.
Okay, so there's the phone number, guys. Is that right, Rhonda?
That's it.
832-283-3287.
That
You
is
can
it.
call Rhonda and she can get you started. I know I'm going to talk to you after this is over because I have questions. I have issues. I have problems. We all could use a little bit of marketing right now.
I know it.
Um, yeah,
You know,
definitely.
and I love to
Definitely.
help small business owners, so it's I'm ready.
Well, we love that you are willing to help out the Woodlands Holistic Chamber of Commerce and all of our members. We're very appreciative of you coming today and talking to us and giving us a few little tips and offering your services. And Vicki, you got anything to add to that?
I'll be talking with you soon again, Rhonda, catching up on all the stuff I need to be adding and working on. I appreciate you a lot.
I appreciate you.
No, she's fantastic.
Ditto.
She's fantastic.
Well, I appreciate y'all having me. It's been, I've really enjoyed it.
Well, I appreciate all the tips. I think I've got so much going through my head right now. I know Vicki does. I can practically see the wheels spinning in her head.
And it's only Monday, baby. Only Monday.
That's right.
I know. So with that, anything you want to say about the chamber right now, Vicki?
Well, you guys have a fantastic week. Remember, our next meeting is Friday, the very first Friday in July. Urban Beat, get ready, be hungry. And we meet at 8:00. There's about a half an hour of networking, and then we get started. We're done in an hour. So please join us. Bring your friends. The more the merrier. We like to share the word, be able to help our businesses grow and connect in the holistic field. So make sure you guys show up.
I'm so glad I've been got to know y'all and got connected with the Holistic Chamber of Commerce, and I'm looking forward to some good relationships.
Absolutely. And guys, once again, this is Rhonda Hackney, and your business again, Rhonda?
Business Success Unlimited.
All right. And the phone number's right there on the screen. Guys, contact Rhonda, and I know she can help you. I'm going to contact her because I need her help. So contact her and let her help you with your marketing. And with that, guys, we're going to say bye. We'll talk to you later. Bye, Rhonda.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.